quick video here. This is just a bit of a channel update, and I'm using my phone, just kind of hand holding it here. I wanted to show off my new CyberPowerPC computer that I got. I'm kind of excited about it. May not be the best computer. Well, I'm certain it's not the best computer in the world, but I am very excited about it, and I was going to show my setup. It's a little bit messy right now. Got some Saytech Pro Combat flight pedals under there, which not a problem. Those belong under the desk. I'm running 2 monitors right now, have been for a bit. I ran 3 monitors for DCS a while back, but it was less useful than it was distracting. So I got rid of the 3rd monitor, put it back in my son's room, and I'm using a 2nd monitor for the MFCDs. Well, currently I'm just using 1 monitor because the F-18 doesn't support exporting the viewports right now, but we'll fix that later. Of course, the stick is not really where it should be. Throttle over here. Not the greatest speakers, but they work just fine, and I can't blare too loud anyway because I'm sort of in the living room. But this is the centerpiece. I'm very excited about this. It's making my gaming experience a lot better. My old computer was also CyberPowerPC, and I really liked it. It served me pretty well, but and it played most games pretty well. It played GTA at medium spec to high medium. Played DCS at low to medium, but not with the greatest frame rates. DCS, after they updated to 2.5, was quite intense. So I've got currently both covers off just because. And this isn't the pretty side, this is the back side, the wiring, but it's an i7-8700 processor. Not the newest thing in the world, but a huge step up from my last computer. This is a GTX, the glowing dude in there, GTX 1080 Ti, 11 gigabyte, and I don't remember the other specs right now. Huge step up from my other graphics card. It was a 960 or 970. I think, which was a step up from the 760 I had before that, and a step up from the 6 whatever that I accidentally bought in my last CyberPower. SD solid state drive, and the old that's a 240 gigabyte solid state, and a 2 terabyte. I believe that's a 2 terabyte hard drive. Should be. That's what I think I put in there. My last one had a 500 gigabyte solid state that I added later on, and then the 2 terabyte. One thing, I like expansion bays, and most gamer cases these days don't have expansion bays, so I had to special order this case, which I love. It's actually not too showy. I like just kind of squared off. I like a functional case. I don't need it to be showy. This thing is massive, even compared to my last one, which was massive compared to the one before that. I upgraded the power supply to a Corsair 850 watt, which, you know, I don't know why I'm doing this. You can't see it. 850 watt, because CyberPower, one of the issues with them is they, you can save money on power supplies and maybe squeak by, but I got, in my last one, I had some issues with the computer shutting down randomly. Thought it was the graphics card, bought a new graphics card. Turns out this power supply was putting out proper voltage, but it wasn't proper voltage. So if you ran it with a multimeter and pinned it out, it looked good, but it really wasn't good. So it was causing my computer to shut down, and I couldn't detect it. I just finally swapped with a Corsair 750, I think, and it worked great. So been really happy with the Corsairs, so I just went ahead and got one for this one, and I'm going to try to get around on the other side. But anyway, I've got, don't know that I need them, but 2 disk drives, Blu-ray burner, and a CD burner. And then because of these peripherals, I use a lot of USB cords. So you can see I've got a little hub that I use here. I used to have this to get all my flight controls hooked up. Now I've just got it to an extension. And I've got some of the stuff hooked up back here, but I've got spare USB ports back there. Down in there I've got, it's hard to see, but, whoops, let's do this. Yeah, that's really hard to see. But I've got an internal USB port there for Bluetooth devices, and it's just got a couple of slots on it that I can use, but that's okay. And then I got this guy for a little extra money that adds some slots and some card readers. And then inside here, there's the cool bit. And then, probably can't see it, but there's the 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4 RAM. So, and I might have just flipped the screen over. I don't really know. I think that's the right way. Hopefully I didn't rotate the screen. So, that's my setup right now. One thing I'd like to do in the future is build a different desk. This is an old desk, doesn't really work right, and it's kind of wonky, but what I'm trying to do is come up with a plan to have this under the desk and raise up into position when I lift the lid, or put it on a swing arm underneath the desk where I can pop it out to be, you know, right here, a little bit lower than the desk. Same thing with the stick on the other side. I don't really like having the stick in the traditional fighter position. And then I am also going to eventually get a touch screen, I think, and have it mounted just below the main screen, and I'll have my MF CDs on there, depending on the module in DCS. I'll have the MF CDs on the touch screen, and probably the CDU for the 810, and on the F18 it'll be the upfront controller, and what else was I going to put? The AMPCD in the center, and then I can put some other stuff on the kind of the edges. I'll have some extra room. So I've got that mapped out. I just need to get a touch screen and do that. And then I might get rid of the other second screen and just use it for something else. I'm not sure for sure yet. So anyway, I don't want to brag too much about the setup because it's really clunky and ugly and cords going everywhere right now, but that's my future plans, and I am happy with the system. I know there's a lot better systems out there, but so far this thing has made my gaming a lot smoother, so I'm happy about that. Video's over long already, so I'm going to shut it off. Thanks for watching, guys.